Hi, I'm Shane.
And I'm Miranda, or Chicky. Join us as we undertake one of our biggest adventures yet.
Exploring the whole of New Zealand in 2 months.
And sharing a camper van together.
Our plans this year to embark on a 3-month Canada-Alaska trip were ruined due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
So we thought, what a great opportunity to get out and explore the country that we live in, without the busloads of international travelers that this spectacular place attracts.
Each episode will take you to a different region throughout New Zealand, show you all the must-dos along the way, along with some of the more risky activities that most tourists tend not to undertake.
In episode 4, we journey down the west coast of the Cape and head across the top of the North Island to the East Cape. We run into some mechanical issues along the way, forcing us to make an unexpected layover back in Auckland. We resume our journey via the spectacular Coromandel Peninsula and take on Grade 5 whitewater rapids, including the world's highest commercially rafted waterfall. A small break at New Zealand's most geothermal town before heading out to its most eastern point for the first sunrise in the world.
Continuing from last episode, we depart Cape Reinga, New Zealand's northernmost cape. So we thought we needed a little bit of a lunch break, nice little stop. They were advertising powwow pies, which is kind of like abalone, it's like a shellfish, so that one sounds pretty interesting, and this is a pretty cool little setup here as well. The exciting powwow flavor pie. Interesting.
Blueberry
That's pretty cool.
Delicious. Real good. Taste the real fruit inside too.
Pretty good.
That's me and mine.
We have finally made it down to 90 Mile Beach. It's pretty massive actually. Look at the size of this thing. It sort of disappears in every single direction. I'm going to hand you over to our American correspondent here who's going to give us the translation or the calculations on what 90 miles is.
145 kilometers.
That's for the rest of the world right there. 145 kilometers. It took us a long time to get here, I'm not going to lie. We followed a road sign that basically said 90 Mile Beach, and we believed that road sign and continued through to like this sort of pine plantation forest with no road signs, and there's a whole lot of turnoffs there, and we got lost a whole bunch of times. Luckily I downloaded Google Maps offline, so we are here. This 90 Mile Beach is actually a big highway. Believe it or not, you'll see cars and trucks going all the way up and down this during the busier periods. But right now, it's just empty, it's massive. I can't see either end at the moment. There you go, 90 miles of beach right there, 145 kilometers. She's already said no, but I'm going to try convince Miranda to let me drive the van on this beach. How bad could it be? After making our way down the west coast of the Cape, our plan was to visit Tane Mahuta, New Zealand's tallest kauri tree. Unfortunately for us, the gates were locked during the evening. This is for the protection of this culturally significant site. due to the threat of the infectious Kauri dieback disease. So it's a beautiful morning down here at the Kai Iwi Lakes. Absolutely stunning. It is supposed to rain later on, but for now we're not even going to think about that because this is amazing. It is a little bit chilly. So we have just left the Kai Iwi Lakes, sadly, and unfortunately. They looked absolutely stunning, and Miranda and I agree we have to return there, right?
Absolutely.
It was a beautiful morning. Loved to have taken the kayak out there, but we've got a lot of driving and a lot of things to do today. So we'll be heading down to a place called the Te Henga Walkway, which is on our way back down to the Auckland region. And the Te Henga Walkway, I believe we're doing about 3.5 hours along the coastline, which is meant to be a really beautiful, epic walkway with some stunning coastal cliff scenery. And then we'll be going down to a place called Piha Beach, which is one of the most famous beaches in the Auckland region, known for its beautiful black sands and also some really beautiful cast islands just off the coast. So we'll spend the night there, and hopefully the weather holds out because it's been fantastic this morning. So apparently this is the Kumara capital, which is like the New Zealand sweet potato. So we had to go to a Kumara store, of course, and pick up some of the local produce. There's a lot of Kumara.
It's literally a whole bag of Kumara. It's like not.
Man, so we couldn't even fit a bag like that in our camper. Yeah.
You help yourself.
All right.
Okay.
Huh?
Just finish it.
No, take another one. We'll grab another one.
They're actually nice, just cooked in the skins.
Yeah, I like it like that. That's really nice. Look at that.
I like Kumara.
So we got those for free. The ladies were lovely. They just sort of said it's all going back to the farmers anyway, and they said they don't like to see it go to waste. They just said grab a bag and fill it up and it's yours. So that's awesome. It's really cool. We tried to offer them money and they refused.
We are at the start of the Te Henga Walkway track. We are here.
Beautiful map.
We're gonna go to O'Neill Bay, past that, all the way up to Te Hora Point. Not sure if I'm saying that correctly. Yeah, something like that. So that should take 1 hour and 40 minutes one way, and then we're backtracking all the way back. So yeah, let's start.
Thanks for the scoop. Let's do it. It's already a very interesting coastline. So is this the Christmas bush, is it? So that's where we're heading as a chickie, right up there. All the cabbage palms and kakariki. This is cool. There's like these little secret forests. I think I spotted a penguin. At least he's moving like a penguin. So Cheeky has said that she's found her new home. Going to the dark grotto. Welcome to the lair of the Cheeky. What's the couch? What's your log?
This is my bed.
It's your bed? You can hear all the sounds of the birds in the fields. You can check out as well all this red and black volcanic soil. It's really different. Cool. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Hawaii. Is that the very point? Okay, so we've made it to the point, and now we're about to make our way back via the beach. If we can beat the tide, of course. So here comes the forecast rain. Starting to come down a little bit heavy now. We'll try and make our way down to the beach. It's coming down strong! Woo! We are getting smashed right now by the rain. It is seriously coming down. Holy yeah! That's some intense rain going on there. You said you wanted to go for a swim. On our way out now. Woo. Pretty hectic. So we've made it down to Bethells Beach and the rain has finally stopped. Well, at least lessened somewhat. It's nice and peaceful now. What do you think, Miranda?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, Piha Beach looked really, really nice in the photographs, but in person, even nicer. So we're now crossing the Eel Footbridge. You can see in the background there, Lion Rock. We're in Piha Beach today. We're actually staying here for 2 nights, and today it's kind of like a chill day, which is really cool. We desperately needed that. It was forecast to rain all day, and we'd planned to do a whole bunch of work, but the weather is beautiful, and we thought, why not enjoy the beach? So we're gonna head down the beach now and do a little bit of yoga and a little bit of swimming and a little bit of chill as well. It's a beautiful place here. I'd highly recommend coming out here, and the campground has been really, really nice so far. And who said that New Zealand didn't have amazing beaches, right?
I don't know who said that, but
there's some big, massive seagulls. This beach is absolutely stunning. Look at this. You might be curious about the black sand as well, and that's because all of these beaches along this coast here are from volcanic origin. So a lot of these rocks and things are actually old sort of basalt and lava stone. You've got these beautiful black sandy beaches. It's really unique, but also really cool. So I'm making my way over to this secluded little beach down here, and the one thing that gets me nervous out of all of this is how brittle these rocks look. They just look like they could just fall apart at any moment. So I'm sort of trying to get through here as quickly as possible. Also as well, I'm not sure which way the tide's going, if it's coming in or out, so I'm not really going to spend too long down here. After a small wander around this secluded beach, I came across a high tide access point leading over the hilltop, which allowed us to enjoy the prime location at ease. Alright, now to get Miranda. This is really cool. Here is our spot for the day. Miranda, they're getting photos. Cheeky, ready? 1, 2, 3. Jump! That's not a dive. Woo! That was a good dive. It was a very good dive. Come on. 1, 2, go! That was a dive without your feet leaving the ground. Here we go, here's one. We catch this. We catch it. We got it. Piha Beach has been one of the greatest surprises on this trip. You know, it's something that we didn't even plan to do. So far for me, it's been one of the highlights of the trip. It's been absolutely amazing, and obviously that's helped a little bit by the weather, but it was great to actually have a proper beach day today, which is what we've been planning for the last couple of weeks, or at least a week or so, and haven't really had. So this has been perfect. That's where we've just come from, around here. Here is the beautiful Piha Beach. What do you think, Miranda? Spectacular. Day well spent?
Absolutely.
Much better than a full day of driving like we had planned. We certainly needed this down day, and I think we chose the perfect spot, and the weather right now, couldn't complain about it. It was supposed to downpour all day, and it's been perfect. Even got in some yoga on the beach. Wait for this sudden shower to pass, and it looks like it's finally clear. Fingers crossed. Hopefully we don't get poured on. We're going up to Kitikiti Falls, which is just in Piha. It's supposed to be really beautiful waterfalls. We need to go through these gates first, and you've got some scrubbers there for your shoes. They do have kauri trees here, the endangered ones we spoke about a little bit earlier, and because of the dieback, which is the disease that's killing the trees, they're taking as many precautions as they can to sort of stop the spread of the disease. So we'll have to clean our feet. Yeah, clean your feet, Chicky. You want to show them how it's done?
Okay, brush is step number 1.
Yep, get the brush part.
Inspect.
Yep.
Disinfect.
Come on, Chicky, disinfect.
Woo!
A little spray there. Probably shouldn't have worn sandals for this, should we?
No, probably not.
So Miranda thought she'd found her new house, and she hit her head on the way through. I'm gonna go through and discover what's inside.
Oh, look at this. I came in this way. I thought I was clear.
And boom.
Boom.
Yeah, it's booby trap. Every time. Let's go on.
Yeah.
Every time. So watch out.
Booby trap.
Watch out for the traps. Alright. It's a beautiful little rainforest. Well, it started raining again, so it looks like we're gonna have to hide under here. Wow, there's a kauri tree right there. It's a little one. There's a few more here. Oh, there's a couple of them here. Really pretty, actually. This is really cool. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Chicky. Splish splash, you was having a bath. See how Chicky survives it. You got it. So on the last one, I want you to do a backflip and a triple twist over to here, okay? A backflip, triple twist onto this one. All right, she says no. There you go, look at that, she survived. Got another massive kauri tree. These trees can live a long, long time. And one of the reasons why they need protecting is because when the European settlers first came along, they pretty much logged most of them. So there are only a few left, and they are remnants of a surviving subtropical rainforest that extended throughout the northern part of New Zealand. Some of these trees, well, some of the early trees, can live up to 2,500 years old. Like Tane Mahuta, the one that we tried to visit the other day that was unfortunately closed when we arrived. Some of the ones that we see here are much, much younger than that. They are more recent plantations. This guy almost took us out. It's a keridu, a wood pigeon. Flew down the path, almost knocked us right down. There we go. So, not everything goes to plan. We got stuck at a traffic light in the middle of the city, or not in the middle, but on the way to Auckland City, and the car completely conked out, the power went out. we're lucky enough that two really nice guys jumped out of the car and towed us to this car park, but the battery still wouldn't start even with a jump. So we're waiting for the insurance company now to send over some roadside assistance and hopefully help us out with that. It's pouring down rain at the moment. It's supposed to rain for the rest of the day, and then tomorrow we've got storms, and we're supposed to have this big hike out in the Coromandel Peninsula. So we're gonna go reassess, have some lunch and reassess what we're going to do over the next couple of days and hopefully get this car going again. Oh, there we go. Feel Christmas in the air, Miranda? The weather's getting warmer, barbecues are starting to happen. The snow is starting to melt. Christmas is coming.
It doesn't feel like Christmas to me. I can't get used to summer Christmas.
Southern Hemisphere. Well, it's been an interesting 24 hours, just a bit of an update. We basically had to get some repairs done on our car. The alternator's pretty much gone, so it's not feeding power to the battery itself. So that's being worked on. We stayed last night here in Auckland and we'll be staying again tonight. Funnily enough, we only just found out that we get $150 credit per day through our insurance, so we are staying at a much nicer hotel tonight than the $30 backpackers that we got last night. So in saying that, we are going to do a couple of things in Auckland we didn't get to do last time, like go into the War Memorial Museum here and also check out the Botanic Gardens over there and do a little bit of catching up in the afternoon. We've got some friends as well that we're going to catch up with too, so should be interesting. Museum time, one of my favorite things. And it is a rainy day, right, Chicken? So this is cool. This is all the Maori history section. You get the marae there, the meeting house. Oh, this is really, really beautiful. This is the Walkanoo. Surely this must be as big as the one that we saw up in Waitangi. It looks as big. So this part of the museum is dedicated to the Pacific Islander peoples. So we've got a whole bunch of spears and things here from Papua New Guinea. Got a lot of prehistoric fossils. Oh, they can't be real size. There's a life-size moa right there. Jesus. These creatures existed in New Zealand up until about 500 years ago. It's crazy. A lot of people don't realise that penguins probably originated in New Zealand and 35 million years ago. This bad boy have existed. Look at the size of it. It's massive. There's a king emperor penguin as well. Just for comparison. So this museum is also a war memorial, and you can just see New Zealand's contribution to the World Wars. It goes on and on. So we're at the Botanical Gardens in Auckland. See all the birds and hear them chirping. I was going to say twerking. Come on, Chiggy, do a twerk.
No.
Oh wow. Oh, this is really warm. It's like a tropical one. As soon as you walk in, you can just feel the temperature rise. So the lilies in here. Is that a date palm over there? We're up here at the Harbour View Suites, and this is our harbour view, and it's one of the upsides of us having our car in the mechanic right now. One of the downsides is that the cost is $1,100. So we're going to pick that up early tomorrow morning, and God, that's what we have to pay. Unfortunately, it is what it is. So right now, I'm having a beer, forgetting about that, and enjoying this view. Beautiful sunset. So hopefully it's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. It's Miranda's favorite color, right? Alrighty, we're finally back on the road after 2 days of sort of being down and out with the car issues. It's a nice little build there, $1,046. It's a lot of free camping. So yeah, we'll be heading today now to the Coromandel. We've had to sort of cut our time in the Coromandel short, and also subsequently Rotorua short. So we'll only be doing one night in the Coromandel instead of two now. We're going to attempt the Pinnacles hike today, so it should be a 6 to 7 hour hike. Beautiful views, spectacular views from what I've heard. We're going to stop at a little town along the way that shares Miranda's name. So Miranda said we have to stop there, and we're stopping there. So we're going to the town of Miranda first to get a photo in front of the sign, I'm guessing. I don't know what else is there. Yeah, and then we'll be in the Coromandel tonight, and there's a couple of free camping grounds around, so hopefully we can start to make up some of that money we've just spent on this car with some free camping. That's it. We spoke about this a little bit earlier. This is the feet cleaning station for the shoes. It's because of the Kauri dieback disease, so I'm going to do the old clean. Pretty epic view up there of some waterfalls. This is a necessary part of pretty much every trail in New Zealand. Shall we? That's a little swing to it. So it looks like we've got another bridge coming up. He's gone on ahead. I should do a series entitled Bridges of New Zealand. That's pretty cool. Looks like some little waterfalls down here. It's a bit hard to see. Nice little waterfall. It's beautiful. So this beautiful volcanic landscape was formed over tens of thousands of years of volcanic eruptions in the area. Absolutely spectacular. It's a magnificent landscape. And there are the pinnacles there. Pretty cool, right? Spectacular formations and gorges. That's where we're heading right there, the Pinnacles. Should be an interesting climb. I heard that gets a little tricky up towards the top. It wouldn't be an adventure without that, would it? So So we heard some helicopters flying overhead earlier, and apparently they're dropping a lot of feed down and pellets just to get sort of some of the predators used to eating this feed. And then in 2 days' time, they're actually going to drop some of this poison here. And the reason being is these predators are introduced. They're not supposed to be in this area. They're eating all the eggs and the small chicks of the kiwis here, which are the native flightless birds, and the status is declining at the moment, so it's really important that we maintain these creatures and also try to get rid of some of these pests. This is the famous Pinnacles hut. Oh, don't mind if I do. Perfect timing, the rain has just kicked in and I'm getting a little bit hungry, so I think it's lunchtime. So they have a barbecue, a service, they have a whole kitchen in there, and they actually have showers as well. I believe it's $20 a night, so I'm kind of feeling a little bit silly now for not researching this one and booking it, because it would have been awesome to stay here overnight. Alrighty, so we are saying goodbye to the Pinnacles hut, and the hard part is just about to start. We have 200 meters to climb over 1 kilometer, which is quite steep, and apparently there is some technical stuff, so let's see what happens. The hand sanitizer stations would be COVID clean, COVID friendly, run friendly. You can see the ocean in the distance there. It's pretty spectacular though, this landscape. Little dotted island down there.
Top of the Pinnacles. It was a long way up, but quite a fun hike and climb. So, it's a lot of way made it up here. We're at 773 meters above sea level, and if you look over there, you'll see the east coast of the Coromandel Peninsula, and we'll be heading up there tomorrow. So yeah, just enjoying the views. Is it okay up there?
Yeah, it's fine. I think there might be an easier way of getting around over here.
Okay.
This is absolutely epic up here. It's so beautiful. This is the official top. Actually, that's the official top there, but it's a little bit sharp. beautiful town of Coromandel right now. It's beautiful old sort of heritage style buildings. I'm just gonna grab some dinner. We're staying up at a place called Matarangi, which is kind of half an hour west of the town of Coromandel and about an hour north of Cathedral Cove, where we're heading next. We're about to make our way down the coast on the eastern side. We did the west side yesterday, which was absolutely spectacular. You'll see that in the videos, of course. And we're going to go check out some of the few highlights of the Coromandel coast today. But first of all, I just want to show you how beautiful this place is. This is a free camping site, by the way. So I'm here on the beautiful Piha Beach, not far from the famous Cathedral Cove. This place is absolutely stunning. It looks like I'm in Thailand right now. I really feel like I'm somewhere in Southeast Asia on like a beautiful, pristine beach. You're wondering what I'm carrying all this gear for right here? That's because we are kayaking down to Cathedral Cove. It's gonna be pretty awesome. So there we go, after almost a month of carrying this thing around, we are finally putting it to good use. Should be pretty awesome out there today. A little bit of practice for the Abel Tasman kayaking trip. It's gonna be 3 days of straight kayaking there before we do 2 days of hiking, so it's good to sort of get it all worked out now. Off to an almost disastrous start. Had a couple of waves and we pretty much rolled in, but we're all good now. There we go, look at that. I could honestly stay here for a week. Yeah. Just in this area. Do a little trip on its own. Look at these guys on their tour. How much did our tour cost, Chicky? Nothing. It's a free tour. Except for the cost of the kayak. And the physical toll of having to drag it around everywhere. Actually, the tour sounds pretty good right now. So over here, I believe it's Cathedral Cove. You may recognize this from Narnia, Prince Caspian. What do you think, Miranda? It is, actually. It's kind of magic here. You can see why they use this in the film. It's like a little waterfall on the beach. Woo. I finally got my shower. How is it, honey? How is it? All right? All right. Here it goes. Woo. It's awesome. Beach. For anyone who's ever wondered what's on the other side of the rock at the end of Cathedral Cove. Oh, he's got a hairy back. It's cool that the trees just grow on the rock like that though. Yeah, sorry. So it looks like we've got a gannet up here in front of us. Pretty cool, he's a big boy.
Yeah, they're big.
Surfing it. Oh shit, there is a big one crashing down. Sunset though, isn't it? So we are at the Mount Maunganui Holiday Park, and behind us up there is Mount Maunganui. We're going to go meet up with one of our friends, Victor, who used to live next door to us in Queenstown. So we're going to go out and have a drink with him and grab some dinner in town. I kind of wish that we had more time here. It looks really cool. Look how they turn their heads. We're at the whitewater rafting in Kaituna, so that's what we've got planned for this morning. It's grade 5 whitewater rafting, which means that we have some steep drops. We drop off a huge waterfall, which I think is like 14 meters. No, it wouldn't be 14 meters.
7 meters.
7 meters, something like that. Yeah, something like that. I think that's like 14 feet or something. Maybe I'm getting those confused. Anyway, it's a really big waterfall. I did this actually about 12 years ago, a long time ago when I first came to New Zealand. And since it was on our way down to Rotorua, I said to Miranda, we need to do this, you know, it's a really cool activity. So we've got that planned for the day. And then after that, we're heading to Rotorua and going to do a little bit of a spa day and then head up to the Redwoods for the afternoon. Grab on, be in the pocket or just outside your outside.
Yeah.
Hang on to the edge.
And then when you get
kick it out?
Just let go. Yeah, you don't need to pull out or anything.
Okay.
Just let go. Nice. If you pull out, you go round and round in circles. What do you do? This one is a real deal. Okay, so tuck your chin in, hold on really tight. It's like a school bus going up a cliff. Right, we may go upside down, we may stay upright. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, tuck up real tight, hold on as tight as you can.
Okay.
And I close your mouth. You ready? Don't down!
Hell yeah! Easy.
It's very chaotic in that moment. You don't know what's
How are we
happening.
feeling?
Good, good. Let's do it again.
Woo! Well done and dusted. That's woo!
That was the big one.
Nice, that was perfect.
That was cool. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, fuck. Leaves, Kevin? Yum, 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 yum. So, slight change to the order of things today. We are going to the treetops walks now. This is in the redwood forest. So these are Californian redwoods here, sequoia trees. These are massive, but these are technically only infants because they're not actually from here. They have been introduced, I think it was about 100 years ago or so, but we'll have a look and read some of the signs along the way. We just completed the whitewater rafting, the Kaituna grade 5 whitewater rafting. What did you think, Miranda, her first experience?
That was incredible.
It was pretty epic, actually. It was really cool. Yeah, so we're gonna do things in some different orders, and maybe we'll do the spa later on in the evening. We'll check it out when we get there. So we are entering the treetops walk right now. Let's do it. How's it going, guys? It's good.
Have you been here at night?
No, we were talking about... Alright, so everyone's telling us that we have to come back here at night, so looks like we have to come back here at night. Apparently it's meant to be beautiful. These trees apparently can grow up over 2,000 years old. Some of the specimens in the USA are that old, and the tallest one is 115 meters, I think they said. These ones were planted in 1901, so they are much younger, and the tallest one they have here is 72 meters high. And they can also grow up to 9 meters in diameter. I've seen ones in California where you can actually drive your car through them. They've sort of hollowed out the trunk and you drive right through them, which is absolutely insane. Yeah.
Always light up at night.
Okay.
Because
Chicky's planning to live here with the Ewoks, aren't you, Chicky? So we're only up 6 meters high, which is roughly about the same height as that waterfall that we dropped off today. Alright, we've got the stairs, Chicky. So these two trees here, this one and this one, are original plantings from 1901. So they are some of the tallest trees in the whole tree walk. It's the ground below. Yeah, you can see how old the trees are. Yeah, so it's 2,000 years old.
it's sad that it was cut down after it looked so long.
No, happens all the time. So we've just arrived in Rotorua, and for those of you that don't know much about Rotorua, it's essentially a town that's built on a caldera, so it's a big lake that is made of a collapsed volcano. It is a very geothermal area, and one thing anyone who knows anything about Rotorua knows is that it is renowned for its smell. So the strong, pungent, sulfury smell of rotten eggs. It basically smells like one big giant fart. I have seen a recent article that says that it is one of the top 10 stinkiest places on Earth, and luckily it's for natural reasons, of course. We're here at our free campsite. It's right by the lake, and I would probably say this is one of the stinkiest spots in Rotorua. Fine. But on the plus side, it is free, and also as well, we are just next to the lake. We're right next to the Polynesian spa, so we're thinking maybe at sunset we'll go in and take a little dip there and use their showers. So hey, we get to shower as well, which is a bonus. This is Chicky's bath over here. It was crystal clear before she got in. It's so stupid. And that is not pollution in there, that is just sulfuric. That's how I describe it. Miranda's excited. We've found some baby pukekos. Look at them, they are small and fluffy. Little dinosaurs.
They're growing a lot.
Yeah. How old are they now, do you think?
Maybe about 3 weeks.
Oh, okay. Little fluff balls.
They were when they were little. Now they've just got long legs.
They're fluff balls with long legs.
Yeah.
Very cute. I think last time we were here, I filmed us walking through. So now I'm going to film us walking out.
Guess so. Did you see the ice cream place?
It's very close. So we're on Rotorua's famous Eat Street, and I have been recommended an ice cream place called Lady Jane's, and someone over here is really interested in ice cream, so I'm gonna go check it out. Oh, they got a beer garden too. That's what I'm interested in. How many flavors, Miranda? Uh-oh. She's gonna have a sample of everyone. Document how good this ice cream is. It's Capity ice cream, and I got 2 flavors. Apple crumble flavor, which is delicious. It tastes exactly like apple crumble. And lemongrass ginger. And then there's a bizarre twist. I put some hot caramel fudge sauce on top, and somehow it just works. What have you experimented with today, Miranda?
Strawberry and mint chocolate chip.
There you go. The bizarre gets even more bizarre. So we're here at the Polynesian Spa in Rotorua, and it's beautiful natural hot pools using the thermal waters and the sulfuric waters from the actual lake itself. So we'll go and soak in some nice hot springs. This is a little reflexology pool. Ooh. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Beautiful sunset right now. Beautiful. So we have to get ready now, go shower, and then we're heading back to the treetops for the nighttime treetop walk. It's a little bit different to the daytime. This is pretty cool. That is pretty cool, yeah. Some bugs down there. So we are saying goodbye to good old Stinktown, Rotorua, and we're making our way up to the East Cape. Kind of bittersweet leaving Rotorua. It is a smelly place, but it's also a really cool place to check out. There's tons of activities, tons to do. Definitely room for another trip. This is my third time here, so definitely keen to come back again at some stage and do some of the things we missed out on, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, there are two things that we want to do that we missed out on, but you know, it gives us another reason to come back.
So now we'll be making our way up to the East Coast, quite a long drive, 4.5 hours. We are pretty much just going there to experience sunrise. Apparently it's the first sunrise in the world, so we'll talk more about that later. So a little lunch break here at Lake Rotorua, just north of Rotorua. This is another volcanic lake. It's beautiful. So behind me here you can see Putuaki, also known as Mount Edgecombe, which was named by Captain Cook, and it is a conical volcanic peak up there that last erupted 300 BC. So you can see out there in the distance White Island, which is actually New Zealand's most active volcano, and a bunch of people died earlier this year at White Island.
A large eruption occurred on the 9th of December 2019, which resulted in 22 fatalities and left 25 survivors critically injured.
So we are officially halfway through our 2-month journey. We're up here on the East Cape. We're preparing ourselves to do the first sunrise in the world tomorrow morning at the East Cape Lighthouse. It's been an interesting day just driving through this region here. Being past some spectacular coastline, beaches and scenery that, you know, anywhere else in the world that you would be absolutely packed with people, but out here it's so remote that these beautiful pristine beaches are completely empty. Only in New Zealand would you really find this, and it's great to still find some little treasures like that. It's getting really windy, so we're gonna get down now, but celebration. Woo! Yeah. It's taking us forever to finish this leg of the trip today, just because it's so spectacular and we keep stopping for photos. So we're here at the East Cape Lighthouse, which is apparently the first sunrise in the world. Some people might argue that Tonga is a little further east than here, but I did read that the curvature of the Earth, the sun actually hits here first, so we'll find out. Just climbed 800 steps to get up here, which doesn't sound like a lot, but at 5 o'clock in the morning it's a lot. And it's time for sunrise.
In episode 5, we head to Hawke's Bay on the east coast of New Zealand's North Island and continue our journey south via the Tongariro National Park. There we summit Mount Doom from The Lord of the Rings and embark on a 3-day adventure on the volcanic Northern Circuit. We return back to the rugged east coast and get up close and personal with the local wildlife. before heading back to New Zealand's capital for a journey into Middle-earth.
Moro Gandalf, left or right?
If you enjoyed this video, please let me know with a like and comment below. Also subscribe and hit the bell-shaped notification button to keep up to date with the new videos to be added from our epic New Zealand camper trip.